Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Matt, and this is the last episode of my Creating Link Shortener tutorial. In this episode, we'll finally deploy our application so people can use it. But before we get started, please hit the like button and subscribe so more people can reach this video. Let's get started. To deploy our application to Vercel, we need to create the GitHub repository at first, which will be consumed by the Vercel to deploy the changes into it. So let's create YALS. It will be a public repository. Create. And now it's done. So as my repository already existing, so I just need to copy this command into my command line. Let's check git status. Everything looks good. So as you can see, my .nf.local file is not included in this list because it is ignored by the default. So I'm not going to leak my connection string to other users, to public. So it is very important to avoid hard coding very sensitive information on our code. As you can see, it's in .local file, which is used only for local development. In .fn, it's just defined to have it as a template, so we know that we can basically copy this into our .fn.local, define the proper connection string, and just work with it. We can define it also on README file, but let's do it later. So now we're going to commit I don't want to sign it. So now we are going to commit our website. Okay, I need to define the upstream, origin main, and let's do it. Great. It is deployed. Let's refresh. As you can see, the code is actually here. So now we can go to Vercel. I'm not going to show you how to create an account here because it's so straightforward. I'm just going to show you how to hook the project. So we need to press the new project and we need to import our repository. Basically, I see only the repository allowed by Vercel to read. So I need to press adjust GitHub app permissions. I see this window. Now I need to allow Vercel to read this repository. And here we go. We have a new repository and Vercel detected this is next project. Great. Let's press import. I will use it as my personal account. I don't have a team. It is a project name called YAS. Let's make it uppercase. And we need to define environment variables, which is actually the place where we define our MongoDB URI. So let's go back to my code. I'm going to copy the name of the variable and also my connection string. Let's copy it. Let's place it here. Add. And you can see that the variable is encrypted, so nobody can actually read it. So, and now we had hit deploy. As I can see, the project can be only lowercase, so let's do it. Let's rename it. Let's hit deploy. And now Vercel is deploying our application into its servers. Now we need to wait a moment. I actually found out that I made one mistake. When I was renaming the files, I used the wrong extension in app.ts. It's supposed to be tsx because otherwise it's not the React file. So let's save it and commit and deploy again. Let's commit this file. Rename app.ts into app physics git push. Now let's deploy it. As you can see, the commit name changed, so probably now it will be working. Oh, another error, so let's go back. What is the problem? I see, so basically the tab doesn't accept the value initial, which is using the status. So we need to cast it into something which is understandable by alerts. So it's basically either error or success. Now let's save it. And now TypeScript does not complain. So let's commit. It's so cumbersome. Let's push and deploy again to Vercel. I hope this time it works. Let's hit the visit link. And now you can't see it, but our URL changed and it's called, it looks like this. So as you can see, our application is deployed to production. This is a real URL. You can send it to your friends and it will be working. So you can actually use this website. Let's try it. So I want to paste my extremely long link. Unfortunately, this URL is still broken, but we can actually try just to take a look how it works. Let's try it. And voila, it redirects, so it actually works. That's great. So now we need to fix only this URL. And how can we do this? Let's go back to Vercel documentation. Let's press open dashboard. And let's edit the project. And here we have the variable called environment variables. And we can make a reference to a system variable. Let's take a look what variables we have. And one of the variables is Vercel URL. So either we can use this one, or actually hard code it and put the domain we basically referring to, however you want. So let's try to use the Vercel underscore URL. So we go back to code. Let's go to the redirect function. Not redirect, shorten link. I was wrong. And here we simply need to replace this URL we're sending to the user with process.env.Vercel URL. I made the typo. Let's save. And now we need to commit. Git add, git commit, use Vercel URL to redirect, git push. Let's go back to Vercel. Deployments. It is building now. So basically we have two stages in Vercel. One is the development branch and the other one is the production. So before we go to production, we can always test our application in the development stage, which has this URL. Once it's deployed, I will show you how it looks like. Okay. So here we go. This is our development stage. So if we will try to create this link again, we'll get this sort of URL. which is way better than the previous one, right? So basically our application isn't sensitive on the environment it works. We can actually deploy it to several different places and it will be working. Basically we can also copy this link, paste it, and you will see that we'll be redirected in the correct place. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the whole tutorial. I know it was quite lengthy, so probably not many of you watch all the episodes, but I'm also planning to write an article on it, so you can actually read it instead of watching the whole process on my how I follow it on my own, because I know that not everybody has time for it. But please hit the like button and subscribe so more people can watch it. And stay tuned for the new videos on my channel.